Thank you, man. And before
Good
beginning,
evening, sir.
हाँ,
good evening to all of you.
हो गया भैया सिस्टम।
If you allow, I start the session.
अब सर को बोलने दो। नो मोर गुड इवनिंग। यस सर प्लीज।
Okay, so before beginning with my session, first of all, I am very much thankful to Stout Valley and as well as Anshram for this giving this opportunity, as well as Modi sir and the Pankaj Mishra sir me on this platform that I can interact with the young and dynamic research scholars in the various fields. So basically, we will
Hello.
discuss the fundamentals of the research methodology, and simultaneously, I will go through the various examples and the kind of the proposals which are very relevant for you people for especially pursuing the PhD in all stream. And if you have any doubt in between, please message on this platform so that I can collect this doubt and we can revert one by one. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us that we can have a discussion on the area which is actually the backbone of the research. And if we can have a good research in the country, no doubt the India will become a super economy, and that is the concept and the vision of our prime minister that by 2047 India can become a developed economy. So with this begin, I think we should start with the basic fundamentals of research. So the language, just tell me, Pankaj sir, what kind of language I can use, because there are so many scholars. If you allow, I can use both English, English, or you will say only English. I am comfortable.
Sir, basically it should be English because we have the person from various domains.
Right, 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 sir. No, it's right. Okay.
If
So
required, the people will ask us in
okay,
Hindi
if
to be what for.
anyone you are having any doubt, I am comfortable in both the languages. Just pause me that you are not getting what actually I want to say. So in between, I can change my language. I can explain you in Hindi as well. Okay. So in the research methodology, before beginning with the research, I would say the first important part in the research we always say that doubt is always better than overconfidence, because doubt leads to inquiry and inquiry leads to research. Now, what I said in this statement, that if a person is having a doubt, it is very important in the research, because if you are not having a doubt in your stream, those people, those who are not muted, please, I request to all, please mute yourself.
Rajit May calls me.
So when doubt is having in your mind for pursuing a research, it is very good, but do not carry this doubt for a future that no, somebody will ask me that how you are doing research, how the guide will say to you, then you are starting your research. Then I would always say, first begin with your thought that you are having the doubt in your research. Means for choosing a topic, for developing a theoretical base, for review of literature, either for methodology, either for the data analysis, or any kind of publication, citations, whatsoever. So you should have a doubt, because doubt leads to inquiry. In a research, if we have a kind of thought that we will again and again research something new, you will always find you are getting your research in a refined mode, and the day will come that you will have a good research in your hand. So doubt leads to inquiry, and once inquiry is resolved, it leads to research. Okay, so with begin this statement, I would like to share my PowerPoint presentation. I hope this is visible to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Visible,
So
sir.
let's yeah. So Pankaj sir, just I wanted to know these scholar, those who are presented today, at which stage they are? Means they have completed their synopsis, or they are undergoing the synopsis, or what is the stage in the research?
We are undergoing synopsis, sir.
Undergoing synopsis. So nice. So, dear all, just look at the presentation by very easy and very on a basic way. I prepared this research slides. Read out each and every one. I will also explain to you. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, just try to link your research with this process. Whenever we take the admission in the PhD program, always the question comes, what should be my title of the research, how I will carry down the research, because I don't know where literature will I will get or not, how data will be collected. This all the type of question comes in mind when we start and we begin the research. So very comfortably I would say to you, the first and foremost priority in the research is that you should have a spirit of research. Yes, I want to do a PhD. Definitely, if research is, if your spirit is there, research will come automatically inside with you. So let's see, when you begin with the thesis, the first title comes that, yes, your name and your school and department where you are pursuing the university. Then after it comes to declaration, because this slide is just a tentative structure, so I will not explain in deeper sense. We'll have the discussion on the research methodology, but just I want to tell you that it is just a fundamental slides. That's why I'm going through this. So after declaration, you'll have an abstract, that is a summary of the your thesis, means what you have done. Then acknowledgement, this table of content you will write list of figures, abbreviations, symbols. I will also share this entire slide to you, so to Pankaj sir, so that he will share you among your research group. This introduction part. Now let's start with this part, that is introduction. It's very much important. Dear scholars, what happens when we start our research? Always have this question in our mind that, yes, what is the context and significance of my research? Now, what do you mean by the context and significance? Suppose you are pursuing a PhD in the field of management, or either in the legal studies, or either in engineering, or whatsoever discipline you are having. Research methodology is the same, just a part of data analysis tool that they differentiate. Like how? Suppose a person is pursuing a PhD in the field of management, and in the management he has chosen the field of finance, and in the finance he has chosen the field of behavioral finance. Then just I want to know that how people they save the money, and what is the pattern of their investment, and how this investment leads to the financial inclusion of the society and the country. So this is the significance, that your research is contributing to the society or not. That is more important. And once you understood the context and significance, just do write what are the basic concepts and definitions which are relevant with the study. If you are from medical, do write your concepts, what are the definitions required. Because whenever you start the introduction, once people will look at your thesis, they will watch that in the thesis, the introduction part is the basic fundamental part. If introduction part is good, people will go through the next step. Otherwise, what will happen? No, no, it's written like, no, I am not getting what I actually want to say. So people will not take the initiative and interest in your research. So background of the study, and that is the important part, because if you are not writing your research in that way, then people will not create interest in this. So significance and key concepts, it is written in the introduction part. Then come to the research problem, research statement जिसको हम कहते हैं. So these are the basic fundamentals of the introduction part. The second step come, that is literature review. Many times, if you prepare your synopsis, in a synopsis in the university pattern, it is written that what will be the chapterization plan of your research. So in the chapterization plan, This literature review is also having one component that is called the after introduction. What comes literature, and what is the task of the research scholar to review the literature. Now, question comes: how I will review? Because reviewing the literature is also a task of research. Go through the various terminologies related with your research, download the research papers, books related with your theme of the research, then have a theoretical framework. What are the major findings from the previous studies? Means those scholars, or can say the faculty members and academicians, they have conducted research in your field. Just look at that part. On the basis of the finding of the previous study, you will develop your gaps. That is very important part. That is called research gap. Now, what is research gap? On the basis of literature, we have the gaps, that these are the uncovered or unresolved issues or questions which are required to be addressed. Okay, and there are so many softwares available in the recent part, yeah, because if you are under the synopsis, that's why I'm not sharing that part to you. After completing your synopsis, it would be very important for you people to understand the WASP viewer software, because this visualization of software will develop the bibliometric analysis of your research, that it across the world in your topic, in related with your research, how many people have conducted research. On the one page you can have the whole scenario related with the diagram scenario, that on this part the people have conducted the research. Like in USA, like in Canada, you can have a country wise explanation, you can have year wise. In the year 2019, how many research have been conducted with your literature. So on the basis of the review literature, you will be able to find out research gap. And the research gap is very important, because on the basis of gap, you will develop the objectives of research. And if you will present your synopsis in front of committee, they will first ask to you what is your title, and the second question comes, what are your objectives you are proposing. So objectives comes after review, after research gap. So it is very important that go through the review literature. Many times, many scholars they ask, when I take the PhD scholars class in a coursework examination, they say, "Sir, literature reviews, such part is very simple, because just go to the Chat GPT, write your title, you will find so many literatures on there." Okay, Chat GPT is there, artificial intelligence is helping to us, but it doesn't mean that you are taking old data which is ready-made available and you are not getting anything. The day will come when you will become a guide, or if somebody will ask the question to you, how you did the literature review, your answer will be blank. So I request you to all take the help of AI. There is no harm in it. All the people, they should take this help, but always use your brain, that while searching the literatures, you are actually getting or not, or only we are developing the content and we are putting into the thesis, and just after completing our chapter, we are saying, oh, now chapter is completed. No, each and every literature you should read out carefully. And if I would say, the people those who have they have done their research before 2000, at that time there were no research kind of websites were available. What they used to do, they used to visit the library, they search the these manual journals, the printout of the journals, they take the photocopy, and then on the basis of that photocopy and xerox, they do write what is actually research gap in this article, so that I can make this theoretical base for my objectives. So literature review is the fundamental task. You should always go through this review literature in a wise manner. After review literature, the third chapter comes, that is research methodology. After this slide, I will tell you what are the basic component of RM. We will have a half an hour discussion on this part, because it's actually the requirement of PhD. All are the theoretical, but RM is the practical. So your thought process on the research methodology is very important. How you are linking the research design, sample design, data collection tools on your research. So if you will have any doubt, we can also have a discussion that if you have, because you are pursuing PhD, the mindset is clear that no, no, I will go through this research topic, or my theme is clear. If theme is there, somewhat title you have defined, then we can have a very well discussion that now which type of methodology aspect we can apply, how questionnaires will be built, how data will be collected, how data will be analyzed. So we can have a discussion on this part as well. So till whatever I am saying, you are getting any
Yes,
doubt?
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So in the research methodology, the first steps come research design. Research design is what? It is the blueprint. How my research will look like, what is the universe, what is means my population area, what will be the area for collecting the data. I don't know because I am blank as a scholar. Actually, I don't know what will happen in my research. So that's why I always choose the research design, that how my research will be look like. That's why research design, there are so many types of research design. On the basis of that design, we can justify which design should be chosen, and on the basis of research, we can choose the sample plan, then sample technique, and on the basis of that, we can develop the questionnaire or schedule, depend on the research problem. Then detailed description of each and every data collection, and this data what we have collected, we will apply the reliability and validity instrument. I would say one of the important tool we always apply, that is called Cronbach Alpha. So for getting that my data is reliable or not. So on the basis of that validity instrument, we can have the data analysis. Now it's very important. Many researchers, they have the actual problem in this chapter. If okay, tell me at what stage we are. Means how many chapters we have discussed. In a fast forwarding mode, I am going. But tell me, the first one is introduction we have done. Then what
I think
comes? Review
literature
literature.
review,
Then it comes research
research
methodology.
methodology.
In the
Yes.
research methodology, what we will complete the data collection part. But the fourth chapter comes, that is called data analysis. This data analysis is the actual what you have done. Now, here we are talking about the past you have done. On the basis of the data, we will apply the statistical tools. So there are two important techniques we have, the descriptive and inferential. Descriptive, just by namesake, it is explaining that summarize and describe the feature of data set. By applying central tendency like mean, mode, median, we can apply. By checking the variances, by dispersion or standard deviation, we can check the actual spread of data from the point of mean. What is the range, percentile, quartile? So these are the only examples. There are exhaustive list available for applying the descriptive statistics. Now comes to the inferential. When a researcher who always assume that on the basis of assumption what will happen, so this assumption, that is called tentative assumption, is called the hypothesis. And on the hypothesis we always apply inferential statistics. And inferential statistics are the this kind of tools and techniques of data analysis where we test the hypothesis. Now one simple question I would like to ask to you, if you are having comfortable in the answer, please tell me which hypothesis generally we test. There are two hypotheses, null and alternate. Tell me from your side which hypothesis generally a researcher apply the test. Anyone from you? Then I'll explain you that what is null and what is alternate.
Null hypothesis, sir.
So nice, sir. So nice. So null hypothesis. Now, what is null? Why it is called null? Null means it's zero. It's kind of hypothesis which there is no effect. There is no difference. Researcher always make an assumption that whatever I am assuming, it has no relation with any kind of variable you are using. So that difference is nullify. We are going to have the zero knot. That's why null hypothesis is written. On the basis of null hypothesis, we prepare alternate. So it's vice versa. If there is no, then it is called there is. On the basis of the hypothesis testing, we will apply the tools and we'll get the one value that is called p value, that is called significance value. And p value, once we apply, this called significant p value. Basically, we after the statistical softwares comes, we start the p value. Otherwise, we used to say at the time when I was pursuing my research, I know that on the basis of critical value and the table value, on the basis of the calculation, we apply the null hypothesis and we say hypothesis rejected or is accepted. But after the softwares and information technology comes, we are very simply we are putting the data into the software and results come if value is less. So you have one fundamental note here. If p value is less, let the null hypothesis go. P low, let the null hypothesis go. Means p की value यदि less than है, it means null hypothesis will be rejected. If p value is less than, means your significance level, hypothesis will be rejected. Now, later on, I will explain you what is this, level of significance and what is confidence interval. These are the actual terminology. We'll explain later. Now, these
So
are,
please hello sir.
yes, please.
So please once again explain null hypothesis.
Okay. See, when a researcher is assuming, suppose example, right now after means post COVID, the many of the IT sector companies they are offering the people to work from home job. Okay, now one person who is pursuing a PhD under the human resource management and the researcher wanted to know that there is no difference between offline means the work from home and the job at the place. There is no difference in the this portion for the on the basis of the company want to know that the productivity is the same. So when productivity doesn't happen, it means work from home or you are working from the place. There is no difference found among the people. It is the assumption of whom? It is the assumption for the people by the researcher that I am conducting a research of 100 IT professionals that they are if they are working from home, there is no impact on the productivity. Okay, same I have collected data from the 100 people, those who are doing a job from office, not from home. Now researcher came to the conclusion by applying the tool, then null hypothesis rejected that there is no significance difference found. So reject the null hypothesis means there is significant difference found. Then company thought no, just call all the professionals at the place because from home the productivity is being hampered. Getting my point? So
Yes sir.
actual research part. I hope you understood with this example.
Yes sir.
Okay, thank you. Now let's have the statistical and software which are applied for data analysis. Depend on the your research area. Just tell me any of 2 or 3 examples that you are from which stream for pursuing PhD?
Sir, I'm from law.
Commerce.
Law, commerce, or
Sir,
Psychology,
I'm
sir.
from law.
law. Okay,
Psychology.
psychology also nice.
Hindi,
Okay,
computer
Computer
science.
science and
and the
engineering.
computer science okay. means a combination of all streams. So depends on your data.
I'm library sir.
Okay, sir. So on the basis of the data, you can apply the tools like statistical package for social science. It is the for the arts, humanities, and commerce students and management students. They can apply this space software that is very easy going available. Even there are so many softwares comes after the spaces, but still it is being used by the researcher for analyzing the data, especially for the inferential statistical tools when you are having the hypothesis and you are applying. R is also available. Okay, it's also one of the important tool for statistical computing and graphics. So when you have the, there are so many data available with you, and you are applying the data and the visualization, then you apply the R software. Statistical analysis system is there. These are only example I have taken. Do not go through in inside between, because it's our part after applying the, after collecting the data, you can have a separate session on data analysis. Okay, there are some many. I told you that WashViewer is one of the good software for data, bibliometric analysis of review literature. Okay, so depend on the kind of system you can apply. Now, after data analysis, what comes? The comes is finding, conclusion, suggestions. So whenever you prepare the findings, please be confined to the bullets point, be narrative, because जितना आप short लिखेंगे, the results will come in a brief manner, and the person who will evaluate your research, he will be more happy that now researcher is very much clear with the research, that on the basis of analysis he has given a bullet wise findings. So it gives good impression among the many research evaluation. I also received from the many universities. At the time of evaluation, I found that they do write in the paragraph on the basis of data analysis. I found this. So one important part I would say to you: never ever use the word I and we in the research, because we people are pursuing a research, and our study is the main task. We are not the superior in the research. Our research is superior. So do not apply I and we whenever you apply the any kind of the research, either for writing the reviews or at the time of writing findings, conclusion. Please avoid the I and we. Okay. So these are the important part you can have. There, how you will write the findings. Try to write actual implications of your research, what practical applications you applied, what results came with you, what are the actually. Okay, one important task is that when research thesis we complete, we do write the limitation of the research as well. That now why limitation is written in the research? Anyone? I always say to research scholar, do not forget to write the limitation of the study. Why limitation of the study is written in the thesis?
बिकॉज कोई सर यही सब्जेक्ट पर नया रिसर्च करना चाहता है ना, तब वो इसके बारे में स्टडी कर जाएगा.
उससे रिसर्च स्कॉलर को क्या फायदा मिलता है लिखने से? बाय टाइटल इट इज अंडरस्टूड. टाइटल में लिखा है.
सर ही अंडरस्टैंड द रिसर्च गैप सर.
ಆಯ್ತು ಫೈನಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮುಗೀತ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು.
Okay, you are speaking on the part. It's good, but very simple answer I'm saying to you. Always write the limitation of the research, because it is your safeguard tool. This will help you in your defense PhD viva. Suppose example, you have applied, like we can take the example of the law students. You have gone through the one of the important application of the Consumer Protection Act 2019, which came latest in the year 2019. So you are applying that there is a difference in the Consumer Protection Act 1986 and 2019, and this study you have applied on the particular area where you are residing. So what happened? The survey from the people, you found that they are giving response much weightage to the 1986, not 2019. Okay, let's have an important example. Recently on the 1st of Feb, our budget came, and our honorable finance minister said that income tax laws is also going to be changed. Okay, now tell me, what was the earlier income tax act? It was 1961. Okay, now latest comes is the whatever the government will plan. Now if public opinion comes, you are being a researcher, you will write a research paper that what is the opinion of the people, and what is the perception of the people regarding the income tax act 2000, whatever it comes now will come in 2025. Researcher in the defense viva will say, sir, I was confined to my city only, I was confined to my geography only, I was confined to the one segment of the society only. So it is the safeguard at the time of defense viva, he should say, "Sir, I have written in my limitation as well. Please do not apply at the universe. It is not universal truth what I have done because it applies to my laboratory. It applies to my area. It applies to the society on this area, and in the while pursuing a research, I have also written that only 95% or 99% I am accurate. There are still some chances that there will be some variation. What my point? So limitation of the research is always important. COVID vaccination was the invention, but what happened? Many of the people said there are some reactions out of the vaccination. So yes, it can be, it is possible because human body varies from person to person. We are having different immunity. Something applies to us, not be suited to us. Okay, so always do write the limitation of the research in your research part. Do not forget to write this one. Okay, and after finding it comes to the conclusion part, summary of the key points. Do write the major findings and at the significance of the research and try to link with the importance of the research, that this research will be helpful for whom, for the society, for the policymakers, for the government, or for the upcoming scholars. And then after, give some suggestions for future researcher, because once you will complete the PhD, many of the your younger brothers and sisters, they are watching on you. My brother and my sister have completed the PhD. Now they are using the doctor name in front of. So why should not I? So this is the recommendation for future research scholar as well. Okay, you should write the references. I will also give some brief information regarding that. How should you write the references? Is very important part. In a research, each and everything is technical in nature. So you cannot directly get the copy and the pasted in the thesis that now I have taken this data from this place. No, it should be applied with the styles which are recommended by the every field. Like in the social science, we do apply the APA, that is American Psychological Association. So these are the some references tool you should also understand. And then after we apply the appendices, that my additional material, questionnaire, my brief CV, or some things, these are depend on the, okay. So this is the structure of the thesis I have gone through you. Okay, now it was the one fundamental half an hour, structure of the thesis I told you. Now, actually my presentation comes now. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whatever,
Visible, sir.
okay, thank you. So whatever I explained you, it was just a structure that how you will write the thesis. Now, every time ask three questions to yourself: what, why, and how. What is the research you came to know? Why you are pursuing PhD? You know the answer, but the question comes how. So how answer will be discussed in the next half an hour. That how this research, how I will apply the research fundamentals for the preparing the synopsis, because this will be very helpful to you people to prepare the synopsis for your research. Now, very fundamental thing. What is research? One circle you are watching is the unknown area, and another circle is known area. Okay. So this unknown circle is wider than known.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are also looking at this. You are also looking at the greater than sign. Now, who can explain this? These two circles. Anyone from you, please.
Sir, whatever known to us that is limited, and whatever unknown that is definitely unlimited.
So nice. So
So
nice.
unlimited must be so many times greater than known.
Right.
Obvious.
So what should we do?
What should we
Hello.
do, sir? Sir, just to increase the circle of known. Unknown, even we don't know, but we can increase the diameter of known circle.
Okay, so nice. So, can you tell me that after completing your PhD or this all your friends' PhD, this circle will be
Yes.
greater than unknown?
No, 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 never, sir, never, never.
It will never
Whatever
come.
we do, yeah, we can never be greater than unknown. There are so many things which
So
is
this
unknown.
answer, this answer, I,
Even we don't know. Yeah,
so this
Hello.
answer I wanted to listen actually. That
this is the universal truth
it is
that
universal.
unknown will always greater than known, whoever it is.
Yes, yes, sir. Explained very nicely, 100 out of 100 to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, like sir said, that unknown area is always greater than known area. Yes, it is universal truth. Before 50 years, whatever research was conducted, then it converts from unknown to known. But again, many questions comes. Then this process is continuous and dynamic process, but still this unknown circle is wider. And in the next upcoming thousands of years or so many years will come, it is universal truth that unknown will always be greater than known. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? If known area will be greater than unknown, then development of the society, development of the nation will be stuck, and it is not possible because there are so many things in this universe we are not having the basic knowledge. That's why our research and development team of the country or all the world, they are doing the research for the what? For the sake of new research. Okay, so it is the universal truth. Now let's have this two part, re plus search. When you apply the research, there are two combination, re and search. So re means search again and again. That is called repetition. Now, if you are having notebook in your hand, I have not written in the slide. I want to tell you the three types of research in the society. There are only three types of research. Either you are from law or commerce or management or Hindi or computer science. In this world, we are having only three types of research. Only three types of research. One is confirmation research. One is confirmation research. Another is extension of research. And third one is innovative research. What I told, anyone will repeat? Three types of research.
Extension research,
Okay.
Conservation, extension, and innovation.
And
Innovation.
innovation or invention. Okay. Now let's have one by one discussion. That the first one is confirmation. Suppose a researcher who wants to confirm that whatever earlier researcher have done, I want to confirm. Just example, I would like to explain that study of the engineering students as well as commerce and management. They also know about the F.W. Taylor, Frederick Winslow Taylor. You heard the name?
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What he did in research earlier on the study of time in motion. Means if you are working in the industry or factory, how much time you will devote to the or our service, like 7 hours, 8 hours. Each hour will be multiplied with the your per hour rate and total amount you will get. It was the old concept. But what happened? When F.W. Taylor research completed and applied on the industries, Frederick Winslow Taylor's research, then it comes to Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol said, no, my brother F.W. Taylor has conducted a research earlier, but it is not applicable in the recent times. So he has given the 14 principles of the management for doing a good managerial and leadership working in the organization. In the economics, we used to heard the name of Adam Smith. That Adam Smith was the father of economics. He has written one of the book that is Inquiry into Nature and Cause of Wealth of Nation. But when Professor Marshall came, he wrote that principles of the economy is the basic fundamental of the research. And he said, no, wealth is not the research, human behavior is the research. Then after, when Marshall theory came, then theory of scarcity by the Robinson came, then Samuelson came, then John Maynard Keynes came. It means the people, those who have conducted the research, thereafter, there are so many scholars, they are also pursuing a research and they are also conducting, keeping in view the present scenario. So you people are also, like from commerce or management or law, if you are pursuing a PhD, just go through the one website that is called Shodh Ganga. You heard the name?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what is the, it is the reservoir of all theses. You will find across the nation theses there. Download related with your theme. It is not harm, it is not unethical practice to download any research, because we are looking at the slide that is called re plus search. What we are doing, we are searching. That's why we are again searching that what people have done. So we are searching again and again for what? For doing a research. That is called the confirmation research. I hope it's clear to you. You are confirming what people have done. Now apply the Henry Fayol principles, FW Taylor principle, Mahatma Gandhi concept in the Hindi, or the legal studies part, the people, those who have done study in the year 2011, now reconfirm that what they have done at the time, now in year 2024-25, what is the difference? This is also research. You are all doing a good research because you are confirming. Now second comes, it is the
Extension.
very good extension. Now what is extension? Extend means year wise. Extend means topic wise. Extend means concept wise. For example, if I am a teacher of finance and I have done my research in particular segment, then if a new scholar comes, will apply. So Mukesh sir's research was applied on this area in the year 2015. Now I am going to apply in the year 2025. Year change. You are extending the research. One person who invented the bulb, light means when the darkness was there, a person came, no, it should be light because I am not looking, I am not watching anything in this world, entire world in the night. So he invented the bulb. Now we are living in the society of LED light. It means bulb time has gone. That is called extended. But concept of light is remain the same. Fundamental remain the same. What we are doing, we are extending the research on the basis of knowledge, on the basis of year, on the basis of technology, on the basis of the society and the industry demand. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And last is
Innovations.
invention.
Invention.
Yes. So those scholars who are from the science and the engineering background, I would request you to please go through the third one, because we people are the social science scholar. We always take the extended and confirmation research, but you people are the actual researcher, that is called the physical science researcher, because you people are applying those concepts which are not available in the society, and you are following this circle, unknown to known, which is not available, like a company who invented the vaccination of the COVID in a very lesser and span of time. See, look at them, that the people have invented the unknown to known, means we have now solution of the COVID vaccination. Getting my point? That is called the invention. Something new we have done which was not earlier. That is called the invention, and that is called innovation, that was not earlier available. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Now apply on your research, because you people are pursuing PhD. Which kind of research you will apply? Go through this. Now, for preparing a synopsis proposal, go through this research process. Either of any kind of stream you are from, apply these fundamental applications, this process, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Go through these 7 steps. Go through this, because it is the actual application, actual process you will apply in your research. It doesn't mean you are from law or commerce or management. Okay, define the problem. Then it comes to review of literature. Then on the basis of literature, you will develop the objectives and hypothesis. On the basis of objective, research design will come. Sample design will prepare. We will collect the data. On the basis of data collection, we'll apply the data analysis, and we will finally write our thesis. That is called PhD thesis. I hope this process is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now it's important. Please focus on the types of research because it is the actually requirement. People will ask this question to you. My dear friends, you are pursuing PhD. Tell me what is the type, what is your types of research? It is descriptive, it is applied, it is fundamental, or it's qualitative or quantitative, it's conceptual, it's empiric, experimental. So depend on which type of research you will apply. Now let's have one by one discussion. I will share my PPT to you. And also, if you have any doubt, you can anytime ask to me that, sir, I am pursuing my PhD and I am having doubt in this particular, how should I apply my research design or kind of sample design. I will definitely help you if you will be able to understand my thoughts for your pursuing a PhD. It is the actual research I am doing. Okay. So types of research is one is important descriptive research. Those who are from commerce, law, management, or social science researcher, they should always means not always, I would say near to 50-60% time they always apply the descriptive research. They apply the descriptive research. It is what is descriptive. Whatever is being happen in the society, we are going to confirm, that is called descriptive research. For example, today the Delhi election results came. You all know, before 2 days, 2 to 3 days, the exit poll of Delhi election was declared by majority of the news channels said that BJP government will come in the Delhi. Which kind of research was there? Your result was not announced by the our election commission. It was announced by the media person only. But it was a kind of 95%, 90%, it was truth. Why it happened like that?
Survey.
Survey, right. So nice answer. Survey is the descriptive research. Whatever happened in the society, you are going to take the survey, and on the basis of survey, you are analyzing the data and you are giving report to the nation that it is the result we are actually applying. That is called descriptive research. Is it clear? And descriptive research is
Yes,
also
sir.
known as ex post facto research. Ex post facto research means you are not having control on the data. You cannot manipulate the data. You cannot say, "Okay, now Kejriwal is my neighbor, my friend, and I will, give the reverse answer that no, he will win the election." No, you cannot manipulate the data. Whatever task has completed, only respondent is giving the answer yes or no, and you people are just a media person. Being a PhD scholar, your task is not to manipulate the data. You cannot manipulate the answer of the respondent. If you collected data from the people and you are saying, oh, my study is irrelevant because people are saying something, I am doing something additionally or not going on the track. In this situation, what you will do, you will manipulate the data, but it's unethical task. You cannot manipulate the data because you have collected the data by survey. So description is the research that is called descriptive. Now let's come to the applied research. Applied research generally applied by the physical science people, because whenever there is a problem being faced by this,
ತಲೆ ತಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಗಾವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನನಗ ಅದು ತಂದಿದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಡ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ.
please mute yourself.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಯ್ಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ತೊಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕ ಬೇಕ್ರ ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೇ ಒಂದ್ ತಲೆ ತಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸಂಡೇ ಆದ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ ನನಗ.
Please mute yourself.
Rajneet, mute. Who is talking?
Those who are talking in between, please I request, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Kavita ji, please mute yourself. Okay, thank you. So whenever researcher applies the descriptive research, please look at the one task that you cannot manipulate the data. Data is already you have collected in whatever form, either it's yes or no. If they have given the rating on the Likert scale that I am fully opined with the positive, then in this situation you cannot say that no, I will manipulate the data. In the descriptive research you cannot. But if you talk about the applied research, here society is facing immediate problem. For example, again, I'm taking the example of COVID. At that time, people were saying that vaccination, if it is available, will get the solution. So whenever there is immediate problem being faced by the society, applied research is being applied in the research. Okay. Now next comes fundamental. Those who are from the arts and humanities, they people are more fundamentally and conceptually they develop the research, because fundamental research based on the one task that is called gathering the knowledge for knowledge sake. ज्ञान के लिए ही ज्ञान को एकत्रित करना ही ज्ञान है. That is called research. Okay. Like I said to you, people have conducted the research. You are also doing the research, but base is clear. You are doing something new. Again, I would like to quote here one example that the Reliance industry still knows that Dhirubhai Ambani has given this startup and he was the actual entrepreneur. But Mukesh Ambani is not confined to the only Reliance Petrol or its Reliance industry. He has developed a lot many things on the base of his basic, business. Best business like Reliance is still a take, but getting the more knowledge, more dimension, more diversification of the business for what? For knowledge sake. Now I will ask this question to you. Suppose we people will not collect the knowledge for new knowledge, what will happen? Anyone from you? Suppose being a researcher will always say, no, I will not continue with this research because it's already all the research people have done. I will start something new. Then what will happen?
I think there will be no base knowledge like how to start, from where to start. If there is no fundamental knowledge, then obviously a researcher cannot proceed on which topic, like yes.
Because yes, if you are not having the theoretical background in your mind, how you will continue with the research? Suppose you people are pursuing PhD and your research guide is allotted to you. Research guide is saying that go through the 10 reviewed literature, come back with the literature and tell me what is actually research gap you are finding. It means literature is already available. That's why you are searching on that part. Okay. Now, being a researcher, it's our duty to acknowledge the people, those who have done the research. So whenever, please start this habit, because habit के बारे में अच्छा कहा गया है. If first make a habit, one day habit will make you. So first develop your habit. Download research papers. Create one folder on desktop. Right, that's my PhD desktop, means PhD folder. In this, I will have near to 70 to 80 literature review. You will download from the journals. Now there are some website, if you can note down from where you can find the lot of literature. One is Google Scholar. You can create one account on Google Scholar. Second is ResearchGate. You can also create one account there. Number third is there are some synopses available on the Shodh Gangotri. Shodh Ganga is for thesis. Shodh Gangotri is for the synopsis. Proposals you will find. Then after, there are some sources available. Like I said to you, in the domain of this paperconnect.com, you can find there are so many papers available there. Okay, So Google Scholar, ResearchGate, on the Shodh Gangotri, Shodh Ganga, download your related work, then give 2 to 3 days for this task. Now, after 3 days, open one any PDF, look at the title, do write that title in a notebook. Now, this person has done research in this area, in this part, this theme. Now, what can I have the relation? It's related with my research, but I cannot have a direct copy and paste that now this title will be okay for me. No, just find out the gap. Once you will go through that part, you will able to find out the gap as well. It will happen. If you will go through the any research paper, you will find some gaps. So on the basis of the already available knowledge, you can develop more knowledge that is called fundamental. Then what is concept? Conceptual researcher, they always develop some new theory. It is being used by philosopher and thinker. This researcher is being used by philosopher and thinker. And I would like to tell here, we people are lacking in conceptual research. India's research is not very well being acknowledged across the world. In the research index of the whole world, we are not staying in the top 100 just because we people are not doing conceptual research. Some people from the commerce and management, because I am from this field only, they will agree with me. We are teaching to the students and we are reading the reading the books which are written by the foreign authors. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Why it is so? Because we people are not developing the theory. We people are not developing the concepts. We are not developing some new ideas. The conceptual research is being lacking in the country. Comes to and last
Sir, it's stuck, sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, we are not able to hear you, sir.
Not hearing.
Dr. Mukesh, your voice is breaking. Maybe there is some network issue.
Not available.
Sir, your voice is breaking. We are unable to hear you, sir. Mukesh, sir, we are not able to hear you properly. Is there
Sir, voice is not clear, sir.
Sir, so please mute yourself. Rashmi, there are some noises from student side. Please mute whosoever.
Now am I audible?
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Sorry, some due to network issue. Okay, so let's again begin that we were talking that on the basis of research design, what we do, we prepare sample design because research design is the blueprint. Which kind of research you are applying, either it's qualitative, quantitative, it's fundamental, it's conceptual. Okay, so I'm again sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now
Yes, sir.
No.
it is the important slide for you people because you are not prepared the title of your research, or you are undergoing through the which title I should choose. So please define the problem. That is called I am writing here. Define the problem is what? It is your title actually. Problem here means we are talking about the title. Now what is title? In the synopsis you will write this topic will be my study topic. So, dear scholars, once you will apply the title, please look at the part. The title should be very smart. SMART. S means specific, M means measurable, A means achievable, means we can complete the PhD within 3 to 3 years, whatever the norms is there. So 3 years within confined to 3 to 4 years, I am completing my PhD. It should be achievable. Okay. So specific, measurable, achievable. R means realistic, and last T means time bounded. Got the point? So research should be title should be very specific. It should be measurable, it should be achievable, it should be realistic, and should be time bounded. Because many of the researcher, the fresh researcher, they come for the PhD and they say, sir, I want to do such kind of research where I can spend 5 to 7 years, but my research should be very unique. So I always say to them, you after completing PhD, research doesn't take the break. No, it's okay. I have become a good researcher. Research is a continuous process. Actual till PhD we are having one mind only. Please इतनी हेल्प कर दो कि टाइमली पीएचडी हो जाए. ओके, इतना काम हो जाए कि ऑन टाइम बाउंडेड मेरी पीएचडी हो जाए. We are having one mindset that is called degree oriented mindset. But after completing PhD, now spirit of research develop, because at this stage now you people are at the position where you can guide to people for pursuing a PhD. You will become a supervisor, you will become a mentor, you will become a consultant, either any kind of the form where people in this country, in this world, they are looking at you that they will help me. So therefore, research should always be in your mind. It should be always in your heart because it's a spirit. Okay. So now define the problem. Title को कैसे बनाया जाए? How you will develop the title? In problem statement, always have a relationship with the variables. Anyone from you, please speak out that you have decided what is your title of research. Anyone? Now, sir, I am comfortable and my guide has approved this title. Anyone from you? Anyway, if it is not, tell me the theme of the research. सर मोटे मोटे तौर पर इतना कर लिया है कि मैं इस पर काम करना चाहता हूं या चाहती हूं. टेल मी. Anyone, please. Because on the basis of example, we can have a good discussion.
Sir,
Yes,
obesity and its physical implications and psychological resilience.
Okay. So you are talking about the
Psychology.
research, psychology, right? So to whom you will ask this question?
Sir, since my area of work is basically, I work in this field already. I practice as a nutritionist and yoga instructor.
Yoga instructor.
So yes, quite related with me.
Okay, it's related with you means the relationship of the variable is with you, that you know the actual problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm in this field since last 10 years.
So in the 3 types of research, I told you the extension, confirmation, invention. Which type of research you are having? Which type of research you are having?
Sir, it's confirmation and extension both.
Right. So nice. Because many of the researchers, they have done the research earlier, and you are also want to confirm in the present scenario. So do you think, Ajay, that after COVID, you are having this lot of things to pursue PhD in this regard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After COVID, I just decided to add the psychological resilience also, because due to obesity there are so many psychological issues, mental health and mental illness I am facing with the patient. So I add the psychological resilience along, and physical implication is kind of well known that obesity is gateway of all the health related issues. But psychological resilience I decided after COVID.
So nice. So in your title, if somebody will ask the question like I am also asking, that how you will confirm that this research will be applied and you will find the result? You will develop a questionnaire, you will ask the question to someone?
Yes, sir.
To whom?
To my students or to my patients?
To your clients?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, again come to this slide. Here, yes, Ajayji study nature is very much clear. He knows the state of nature. I think all the scholars are with me that he is very much clear with the state of nature, that what kind of research I am going to do.
Yes, sir.
You also know the relationship between variables, but one thing is missing in his title, that is called area. Because you will not, because what will happen, you cannot undergo the research of whole country, people. You will be confined to your area.
Yes, sir.
Or what, 1,000 or 500 clients?
500 clients, sir, and based in Kolkata only.
Only Kolkata only.
And age group of 40 to 50 years.
Right. So this should be reflected in your title of the study. If you are very much clear that I will go through the Kolkata city, so please do write in your research title, my study, जो आपने बोला है, at Kolkata city.
Oh, so that we write, sir, in limitation, I think.
Oh, right, because you will write the limitation in the research, then you will say this study is confined to Kolkata only. It doesn't apply to all states of the India.
Yes, sir. So should I mention it in title? Title is
No, no.
something.
In the title, you will mention only the geography like Kolkata.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Again, repeat your title.
The
Obesity.
title is, sir, a study on obesity's impact on physical health and psychological resilience.
Resilience of the people residing in Kolkata city.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
What's
So
my
I
point?
have to add
Yes, this one
reside,
is leaking.
residing in Kolkata city. Right, sir. Thank you,
Right.
sir.
So what will happen? Suppose an external is coming for taking your expert committee viva for approving the synopsis. On the
Yes,
basis
sir.
of the title, he will be very much clear.
Okay, sir.
We say, oh, Mr.
Sir,
Ajay has already done a good job because he knows what is geography, he knows what is the nature
sir,
of the
I
study.
mentioned it in research method. I mentioned it in area of study. Area of study. I
Right.
mentioned hospital also, my chamber also. So I mentioned in my synopsis in area of study. Population I mentioned. There are headings in which I mentioned already. Method
But
of data collection. Everything I mentioned.
good. But if you can, if your guide permits, if you can also relate this relation with your study, and you can write the Kolkata city in your title, it will be
Okay.
more clear and
It's
concrete.
a clear and concrete. Right, sir. Right,
I
sir.
hope
Thank you,
all
sir.
the scholars they understood very well.
Yes, sir.
So
But
it
sir,
is very well.
can we correct after synopsis presentation, the title correction?
Yeah, because expert committee reviews comes because expert will come. Your guide will also be there. Your department will also be there. The senior professors will also be there. Once you will present your title of the study, they will check the feasibility of research. They will check actually the title you have chosen for your research is actual feasible or not for conducting a research or not. Got my point? So, but before preparing a synopsis, you should be very much clear what you want to do. That's why I told to you, your research should be very specific. Your research should be very, time bounded. Because what will happen if you will apply like Ajayji is confined to only Kolkata? You will say, no, I will collect the data from 10,000 people and I will collect from 5 states. Is it possible to him to collect the data and analyze the data within 3 years? It's very much difficult.
Highly
That's why,
impossible, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, that's why always and always you can have this kind of state of problem in your mind. One question comes here that, sir, can we change the title before pre-viva? Please, in the title, you cannot change once it is approved. Only exceptionally, if title is approved and on the basis of that, this title is not able to carry out the research, then on the basis of supervisor comment and again expert committee will come, they will say, no, this study is not good. Please rectify this correct and redefine this problem. Then is it possible? But good planning of a research, the day will come, there will not be any issue in your research. So devote much and much time on deciding the title of the study. Rest of the things is very much easy. Defining the problem is the first step and which is very much important. That's why we say problem is defined, half solved. So do not give a relaxation while choosing the title of the study, and the problem of the study should neither be too narrow nor too wide. In one synopsis, in the last 1 to 2 months, I went to one university for taking up a synopsis committee viva. One scholar, he has chosen the title of the study and written the topic in that elaboration way that the words limit will cross the 20. A study of people residing in the Delhi region, and they are checking the pattern and behavior of the banking literacy. There are so many words were there which are actually not required. Ideal size of defining the problem is 10 to 16. 10 to 16. If your title of the research varies in between, it would be very good. Okay. Not to be narrow, not too much wider. Is it clear? Next,
Yes, sir.
review of literature. How you will collect the review? Concepts and theory. Go through the libraries, read out the books. You will find the concepts. Go through the previous studies. You will find some reviews. Okay. So on the basis of concepts and theories and previous studies, you can develop the review of literature. Now, how to write? Whenever you download any research paper, three important part you should look at for writing the reviews. One is objective of the previous researcher, then methodology, and then findings. What was the objective of researcher? What was the methodology being adopted by that researcher, and what was his finding? Always and always do write in past tense. Many of the thesis I check, they people write in the present and they write in the future. I will analyze, study will analyze. No. What you are doing, you are writing the reviews. And which reviews you are talking? People, those who have already conducted the research. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Actually, last section, sir. Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, my title is Comparative Study of Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita 2023 and Indian Penal Code 1860.
Okay.
It is correct, sir?
See, I am not from law, but again, I am saying to you, whatever you are going to develop a kind of synopsis and proposal, it should have the relationship with the study and the variables. Otherwise, what will happen? I cannot justify here that this title is good or bad. Getting my point? Your data relation and your geography, it should be very much clear that you are clear. I can pursue PhD, data will be available. I can collect the data from the society, literature is sufficiently available. These two important part you should keep in mind. One is
Okay, sir.
And geography is clear. Okay. Now next, on the basis of review literature, what you will do, you will identify the research gap, and that is called actually output. That on the basis of various literature, we can have the research gap. और कहाँ से आपको मिलेगा? Go through peer reviewed journal, edited books, articles, statistical data from government website, professional like you are from law, go through the Supreme Court notification. If you are from the accounting and statistics, go through the Government of India, MOSPI website, you can go to the statistical website. If you people are from the banking, go to the RBI website. Okay. So these are some professional bodies where literatures are available. Is it clear? On the basis of these two important part, you can develop your research design. As we have already discussed that this design, either it's qualitative, quantitative, depend on your research topic and title. Okay. On the basis of research gap, your objectives will be framed. Then accordingly, methodology will be applied. Okay, so these are important tasks you should keep in mind while developing your synopsis. Now let's come to these are the types of research already discussed. Now I come to the sample design. Whenever you prepare your synopsis, this terminology should be keep in mind. What is your population area? What will be the sample? What will be the sampling frame? What will be the sample unit? Okay, like Kolkata is your population. In this Kolkata, the people from 28 to 42 of age, you will collect the data. You will target male and female both.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
These are some terminologies which are very important to discuss for developing a research And then after, types of sampling method depend which type of sampling you are using. It's random sampling or non-random. These are very much technical. Do not go inside this. Just go through the first step part, because guide will explain you in the descriptive. Suppose you are taking this one. Again, come to the that part, descriptive research here. So whenever descriptive research is there, always and always apply probability sampling. Which sampling?
Probability sampling.
Okay, so depend that which kind of research design you are talking. If you will apply descriptive, probability will be there. If you are applying exploratory, non-probability will be there. Okay. So these are the sample part you will develop for the research methodology part. Okay, and then how you will collect the data? There are primary data and secondary data. Primary is collected from the questionnaire, schedule, interview. If you are taking qualitative research, directly go through the interview part, case studies part. और लो वाले जितने भी होते हैं मैक्सिमम वो लोग सेकेंडरी डेटा पर काम करते हैं, तो they all generally use the published and unpublished data of the Supreme Court notifications, the cases and laws, okay, and their confirmation in the present time. So these are the published and on the basis of data collection we apply the data analysis. Okay, so these are the presentation. 2 parts I have completed with you. There are some still portion remaining, but the time is covered, I think, from my side. If any doubt, we can have discussion for 5 minutes. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the session, or if there is any more.
Sir, you told the sample
Yes.
size mentioned the age group, male and female. So
Right.
Tentatively there must be equal ratio, or it can vary depend on the problem.
It can vary. It can vary, sir. There is no actual size.
Is there
because
any
if
standard like 50-50, 40?
No. But if your title is on the gender biased, then you should have the 50-50.
Right. No, gender is not mentioned, so this is
Right.
common to all.
Yeah.
But female clients or female patients, I have more. So
Right.
I have data with female patients.
It's just a matter of discussion. You can have a discussion in the panel. Now this is the part we can have.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Any more? I hope you enjoyed the session, or if there is any lacuna, I can skip. If I skipped, then we can have a more session whenever it is. We'll have a comfortable time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
sir, for good presentation, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for good presentation.
Thank you.